So step 7 is we humbly asked our higher power to help us with our healing process. I think one of the key words in this is asked and not demanded. A lot of people actually turn away from a spiritual dimension when they become seriously ill because they feel failed. They feel that their higher power has failed them. So a lot of people turn away from that dimension. People feel that the higher power has failed them because people are often demanding that life be different from what it is, you know? And then when their higher power doesn't give them what they demand, it's not just, it's more than a want, it's a demand. You have to make it my life like this. Give me my voice back, give me my legs back, give me my relations back, give me my energy, what you know. So I think one of the key words in this, we humbly asked our higher power to help us with our healing process. Obviously, the healing process, we get, that's not a problem. But it's this humbly asking rather demanding and expecting. It's that openness to reality which is bigger than ourselves to help us with our healing process. Is not demanding that we be healed by our higher power. It's not demanding that. It's asking for help, not for a solution. So I think this is really significant to reflect on. The connection with our higher power means that we're able to draw on that dimension of ourselves, that dimension of reality, which we're part of, which is bigger than our ego, bigger than our personality. So that energy is capable of doing things which are beyond our personal limits. We don't control that because the controlling part of us is an aspect of our control, of our personal limits. So by letting go of control and asking humbly is letting go of control. Doesn't mean we have to let go of our desire for healing, not at all. But we're letting go of ourselves controlling our healing because we're not actually able to control it. If we were able to, we would have done it already and none of us would be here. There are some things which we can control and influence. And humbly asking our higher powers help, that is something we have the possibility of doing. So I want you, don't want you to try and do this. I just want you to imagine the possibility of asking for help from your higher power, as that is true for you, as you feel that, as you think that. The higher power that you feel inspired by, that you feel uplifted by, that gives you connection. That is the connection with the greater reality. To imagine you connecting with your higher power. Imagine the possibility of you doing this, connecting with your higher power. And you may ask for help with your healing process. When we do this and we sense or feel a response, that response might be something that comes into our mind. It could be some sensations. It could be a person or a conversation or an event that comes into our mind. Or it could be a clearer, real direction, like meditate more, care more for yourself, forgive. Could be anything. But it may not be what we want. Because maybe we want a certain kind of answer. And so we need to be open to the answer being anything. We may not understand it. If we have some kind of answer, we may then imagine the possibility of us working on that answer. So we're not trying to use any force or any imposition. We're not trying to demand anything. So we'll take that a bit deeper now and we'll wrap up. So we go back into that quieter meditation space. Breathe out and let go. Breathe out and let go. Breathe out and let go. And in this slightly quieter space, imagine the possibility of connecting with your higher power now. Imagine yourself leaning towards your higher power. And when you feel connected, leaning deeper into it. Imagine yourself asking for help. How do you say that? What words do you use? Please help me with my healing process. Please show me what I need to focus on now to help me heal. Please fill me with your light and wisdom. Please help me when I feel stressed and depressed. Please help me to have patience, and faith. Please help me to find strength in the struggle. Please free me from the feeling of failure and shame, and help me live a happier life. Please help me to find fulfillment in these difficult circumstances. Please help me to value every effort I make. You may imagine yourself keeping this connection and opening this connection with your higher power. You may imagine making this connection easily. And speaking honestly and listening. And whilst we reconnect with each other and are at the end of this session, you may imagine keeping the connection with the higher power open. You're welcome, Nascarina. Thank you. I'll just make a quick response to Karen. Karen knows. Who says it's not in our control, but when asking for help, it hurts when not answered in the affirmative. And you're welcome, Karen Kramer. Thank you. And Karen, what you say is very true. Of course, that hurts. But that hurt that you feel when your request for help is not answered in the affirmative, that's part of you which needs to heal. And maybe that's part of you that you can heal. so that when you ask for something, whether it's given or not, you just accept. But as it is, you can't just accept not getting that thing. So it hurts. But if you can accept not getting that thing, then you're in a place of acceptance rather than a place of hurt. And the acceptance is liberating. The acceptance is healing. So I suggest that before you ask, you imagine the possibility of accepting whatever the answer is and continuing to develop that connection and listening to its guidance. Thank you very much. Thank you, Amy, Karen and Jose and Daskarina and at Ackledy. Thank you all very much. Have a wonderful week.